People were ripped off at one of the hardest times in their lives.
In a court that's used to hearing the worst of the worst, this felt different.
Stealing an elderly person's peace of mind and her social security.
Miles Harford's was not a crime of violence, but it sure felt like it.
On the day of her funeral, his mother came by and gave us somebody else's ashes. For 18 months, he left her in that car in the heat of the summer and the cold of the winters, just thinking of her body just lying there.
The final years of Christina Rosales' life felt like tragedy enough. Alzheimer's disease stole her memories, took her away from her family far too early.
Despite going through so much already, was left discarded.
Had it not been for an eviction at Harford's home, her daughter would never have known her mother's death wasn't the end.
Whatever happened to basic human decency? I don't know why her remains had to be desecrated like this, or if I'll ever be able to look at an urn the same way again.
Had it not been for that eviction, several other families wouldn't know that they didn't have their loved one's ashes either. Others wouldn't know the money that they'd prepaid for funeral services was gone.
Shame on you, Mr. Hartford, for doing this absolutely heinous and revolting act.
The lies just piled up.
Why did he do it? His attorney blamed raging alcoholism and burnout. Lead prosecutor Jake Friedberg says the former funeral director seemed to only care about himself.
He does and says what he needs to solve the problem in front of him. I think he's a con man.
I broke their trust and I made a sad time even sadder for them. And for that, I would like to say that I'm truly sorry.
For 30 seconds, Miles Harford apologized to the people he hurt, then spent 8 minutes and 30 more seconds talking about himself.
I don't intend to return to the funeral industry, though I do intend to be a voice of positive and meaningful change for the funeral industry in both Colorado and across the United States.
The judge sentenced him to the maximum under his plea deal, 18 months in prison.
I didn't believe a word he said.
The same amount of time Kathy Vondren's sister spent in the trunk of that hearse.
I was just very happy to see him get handcuffed and taken out. I think I've been kind of waiting for that day for a long time.
This was one of 3 high-profile cases involving funeral directors in Colorado and misdeeds of funeral directors that led state lawmakers to pass a new law regulating funeral homes and requiring licensing of funeral directors. That bill, by the way, goes into effect next year. In Denver, Steve Stager, 9 News.